Recording in progress.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me, hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way this earth, earth, as in heaven on this earth, earth, as in heaven on this earth, earth, as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life, I can't crop nothing. Okay, gotta pay my dues, I know he gon' reimburse me. I can't hide my love for God, Brody, you can search me. Horoscopes and dream catchers tell me, is it working? Some of y'all be too drunk off cloud, don't be thirsty. Tryna break through like halfback. Don't need the lights, you can have that. I'ma run the other way, that's backtrack. As I get bigger, I minimize. Had to take me a break, it's too many lives. Now I'm back to it like a 9
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
So long, that why I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games so they pass on me. Treat 'em like a op, bow. When I came up, they were whooping but was still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They going low cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now. When I throw signs up, it's not what they said, dog. Know that for H-Town. Roll with a warrant, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down. Love for the father, make kids for the fans, y'all. Can't switch on y'all now. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my seeds, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. What don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back. Rushing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, to cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting glad, let me cut the thing real low. I been looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat. Sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross around my neck, not a crystal. There's a Bible on me, not a pistol. You don't even know what I've been through. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my seeds, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. Cause what don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. All these games. 100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. years in the making. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the street side make it look easy. Easy, 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 easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
All right. What up?
Make it look easy, but it's not easy.
What's
I
poppin'?
feel like Ron Weasley. Live like king, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot be me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, yeah, it was gradual, but it's
What up, chat? Let's do it.
Me and the capital super compatible, got me like,
Let's run it. Let's run it. Okay. Who we got? Who we got?
Hey there, hi, hello. What's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause I know that the word is this he is.
All right, who's ready? W's in the chat.
Word is they don't see what it take to make
make
it, but
it.
the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy.
Let's go. All right. Good to see y'all. Let's do it. Easy, easy, easy. All right. How y'all feeling? Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Good to see you guys. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, who we got here today? Jay Coop in the house. Let's go, let's go. Wokey in the building. Elk in the building. Let's go, let's go. Who else we got? Who else we got? Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. Louis G in the building. Yanosh. The whole mod squad's here. Let's go, let's go. All right, let's lower the music. Big thumps and a big thump. All right. Game time, baby. Game time. Game time. How y'all feeling? Eric P in the house. What up, Eric P? What's goody? Vishal in the building. What's poppin'? Stewie B. What up, Clubhouse? What up, what up? Connor FX in the building. Ben G in the house. What up, Ben G? What's goody? What's goody? How y'all feeling? Good to see you guys. Happy Wednesday. FOMC day. Big red folder here. What up, Killshot? Silver Fox in the house. What's good, bro? What up, Chris? What up, James? YOLO Trader in the house. What up, YOLO Trader? Queen B is in the house with the Queen B emoji. Nigel's back. Let's get it, Nigel. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. All right. What up, Earl? What up, Ben? Ben Bennett in the building. I don't know. Ben Bennett, that just sounds like a superstar name. Superstar. Yeah, man. AB Mike in the house. Only Bands is here. Hey, nobody touch my man Only Bands, bro. All right, what's poppin'? DJ Scratches, OGH in the house. What up, Yogi? What's goody? What's goody? Zoom's going, man. We're gonna break Zoom here today. I hope not. I hope not. What up, Bryce? Hey, did any of you guys ever try and read the names off and try and say them? Nikola Tesla in the building. What up, brother? What up, Tyler? 3 Ants. Good morning, Christian. What up, Luffy? What's good? What's good? What's poppin'? All right, let's do this. Let's do this. AB Sniper. Don't be sniping none of our... Don't be sniping no one today. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, you guys ready? Game time. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's do. Let me just lower the music a little bit. But I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. But that was yesterday. We are back for today. Today is Wednesday, June 18th, and another day, another opportunity for us to be patient and disciplined, and we got a big day ahead of us. So let's go ahead and pray real quick, and then we will begin our day. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. We thank you for the internet so that way we can gather together. I thank you for the message, for the philosophy, for the just the word, Lord, that is just touching the hearts and the lives of other people here. We just thank you for your hand being all over this community. We know that all these good things come from above, Lord, so we thank you for it. I thank you for blessing each and every individual and working with them and meeting them right where they are, Lord. So we thank you for your guidance and your spirit of victory that dwells among us here, Lord, and we just give you all the glory for it. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Sheesh. Sheesh. It's crazy. It's crazy. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Amazing, amazing, absolutely incredible. All right, let's do this. Let's get into it. Let's just jump into this day here, and let's see what we got going on. So this is what is it? I don't even know what month. June 18th, man. It's June 18th, and it's another day, another opportunity, like I said, for us to really just practice being 8-figure traders. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be an 8-figure trader, you got to live like one. So today is your shot, man. Today's your opportunity to live like an 8-figure trader, make decisions like an 8-figure trader, and most importantly, actions like an 8-figure trader. Because if you're going to be one, you might as well start now, right? You might as well start now. By the way, that's the only way you'll get to being one, right? Is if you become one now in your thoughts and in your decision making. So we have 8:30 news coming in here. 8:30, yeah, unemployment claims here. We got a couple other yellow folders going on. The big news is going to be at 2 p.m. Later on today. You're going to have the Fed come in. You're going to have the press conference going on here and all the numbers and all that stuff. So we got a big day ahead of us. We may range a little bit. We could, get a couple little pushes here and there, but overall it's going to be a bit choppy up until about 2 o'clock today, 2:30 today. So that's all good. We're still going to be here. We're going to come together. We're going to see if we can find some opportunities here during the New York session. I am going to stream in the Clubhouse FOMC today, Power Hour and all that stuff. So Clubhouse, make sure you guys pull back up for Power Hour today, because we will be getting word from Jerome Powell, and that should bring a lot of volatility into the market. I don't think we're going to get much of a change, to be honest, but we will have a bunch of participants, and we'll see if our system could present itself. So that's going to be later on, but let's focus here on the New York session. It is 7:52, so we do have NY Open coming up here. So let's go ahead and take a look at price action. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and if you guys can, give the stream a like for me. Sub to the channel real quick for me. Real quick. Let me make sure y'all do that. PM Magnifico. The man. All right, let's do it. All right, Nightbot's here. We're good. Somebody was asking for the link to the Discord. There you go. Nightbot is in the building. All right, let's break this thing down. So this is going to be gold. This is the daily time frame. You guys ready? You guys alive out there? We ready to go? You guys paying attention? Let me know if you guys are paying attention. Let me know if I'm with the crew that's ready to dominate here today, or if I'm with the sleepyheads. What we doing? Likes are done. All right, Clubhouse is ready. I see the motion in the Clubhouse. I'll give YouTube a second to catch up, because there's a little delay. You know what I mean? There's a little delay. All right, let's do it. All right, we got motion here. Clubhouse got motion. We're in the right place, right time. Let's do this breakdown. Let's learn some things today, and let's see if we can walk out of here with a W. So this is a gold daily time frame here. As you can see, if we track back a little bit, we can just kind of get familiar with the area that we're currently in, right? So we are currently in this very, very high level of resistance, right? As you can see here, we have a price create this resistance here, and we drive down, right? Price create resistance, drive down. price create resistance. We should potentially get a nice little drive down here. If price action wants to run that way. Now, you may say, well, Nick, you said this 3 days in a row. And yes, that's the point, right? Like, the point is to drill this into your head so you know exactly where we are every single day when it comes to price action, right? So that's where we're at. So we did, if we look at this candle here, so we did obviously close bearish, very strong bearish. The only issue with this candle is the fact that we have very little to no bottom wick. So we know that candles that have bearish candles that have no bottom wick, we know that the next candle typically will not drive anywhere for that matter, right? And if it does drive, it'll typically go in the opposite direction, which in this case would be up. Right now, we didn't really move much yesterday. We kind of opened up, we flew down, but we ended up closing right back at the open price. So what do we know about those candles? Typically, we're going to wash them, right? So we're going to say, you know what? That didn't even happen almost, right? I mean, it did, but it didn't. Now, a couple things here, right? So we see that the bearish candle where it closed, right, with no wick was right at resistance. Let me make it a little, easier to see. So we left, this is the range which we left, right? So we moved up, we pushed up, we left this overall range, and then we came back down. And where we came back down to was never back below really, right? It was pretty much right at the zone here. So I know like this candle here is bearish, but I'll be honest, I am open for both buys and sells today, because just as much as we can say, okay, let's wash this candle right here, and say yes, we'll be bearish, at the same time we never really closed back below the range here, right? So that could also be an issue for the sells. Now again, I am open for both buys and sells today, but I just want to clear that up for you guys in case you're looking at how to judge this area here. You are basically breaking and retesting to continue up from the looks of it right now. So if this candle ends up breaking its own high, then there's a very high chance that we will move up today, right? If we can push through these lows, then very high chance we move down. And being that you see all this, it's really just a bunch of consolidation on the lower time frame. All right, so let's move from the daily here. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's take a look at that consolidation. It's clear as day here on the 4 hour. As you can see, we have a resistance right here. You have support sitting right here, and we've tried to make our way out now. So that's a pretty good sign in terms of sellers, right? Like, you're trying to make your way out, you're closing back below. You have a lot of wick rejections here, though. It's no surprise with news, you know, right in front of us here. We did kind of retest the bottom of that range. So now we just got to see, okay, 4 hours bearish here. Daily's potentially bearish. Where can we find sells, right? Are we going to look for sells? Are we going to look for buys? So let's go down to the lower time frame, like the 1 hour here. So 1 hour's chopping. It looks like you got a little bit of a fake out. So this is the range I want right there. Boom. So we are currently in this range. So I think if we can get a closure right below support here, then there's a very high chance we will continue down in this range here. But we have rejected out so many times, so you really need a good closure, right? Let's take a look at the 30-minute candle here. So I would say that this is basically your range, right? You got resistance at 34.05. You have support at 94. You have another support here at 92, which I'd probably just advise to use that one, right? So here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. So with the daily being very, very so-so, the 4 hour trying to push down, but again, really not able to find any sort of direction here. You have a wick that touched that support, so we've clearly already made our way down there, and now we're starting to just trickle around, right? The 1 hour candle did close bullish, so if you do get a 1 hour closure above the range here, I do like these buys, right? 1 hour closure in what? An hour. Yeah, I guess an hour now. The buys could work out here. You do have a very, very clean range. If you get closures below here, then the sells are going to probably be the ones that play out here in the New York session. So I think that's my range. I'm going to be sticking with that. Basically, buys above 34.05 right here. The ideal way for this to look is this candle to close bearish. See how we grabbed the pack there? The next 30-minute candle. So this is your NY open candle. Let me make it green. Closes above the range, right? And then this is where we enter. So we enter buys on the very next candle to move up and fill that wick, and then we're out of there, right? Or we wait for the sells to start to play out, and we get closures back below 91 there, and then we look to take the sells. So that's pretty much it. I think there's like a 100 pip range here too. Yeah, 95 pip range here. So that's the vibe for me. I'm not too sure how confident I am, to be honest, with these sells right here. So yeah, for now, until I can find more confluence or find more confidence in sells up here, I'll probably just wait for sells below 91, and then I got all that clean range to the left. So that's going to be a well over 100 pips, 150 pips, and that's my day. Pre FOMC, I don't need to force anything here. I don't need to make money in this session. I don't need to do anything. The only thing that I need to do is wait for exactly what I just drew out, because that's exactly what makes sense to me as a trader based off of the way I've been trading over the last 6 years. So that's it. That's it. Now we wait. So buys above 04 and sells above below 91 here. Yeah, and we'll see what happens. Like, if we start getting some funky stuff, like all of a sudden price kind of does this, but it closes without a bottom wick, and then all of a sudden, you know, you do get a closure back below, like, I don't know, maybe I'll be open to sells at that point, but not really where we're at. All right, so that's it. That's the day for me. The 4 hour there, so we got the 4 hour candle surrounded too, right? So our buys, which are above here, they break the 4 hour high, right? And our sells, which are below here, we break these 4 hour lows. So I think that keeps us safe, especially right in front of FOMC here. And yeah, we'll look for the best A+ setup. So that's all, folks. That's all. What up, G Kim? How we feeling? This daily candle can go any way here. Any way. I don't think we're going to see much of a change in like anything like in what FOMC going on. I don't think we're really going to see much change there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are open to taking these sells, we are popping into NY open, but man, I'll be honest, I think I'd rather see if this candle can close above. Yeah, then we could push back up here, break the 4 hour high, because we're just like 4 hour. It doesn't really want to go anywhere, right? Like, it's just, look at all this rejection, and then even when we do get candles to close, it's just like, look, it's like red, green, red, you know what I'm saying? So it's very, very choppy here, very choppy. Yeah, so if I do take the sells, I think they got to be below 91. Yeah, unless we waited on the 1 hour and we play this zone here on the 1 hour, right? But that means you gotta wait on a 1 hour closure here, you know? So what I mean by that is, like, if this 1 hour candle can end up not moving up, like, you see that wick, if that wick can end up being rejection, and then the 1 hour candle can close like this, right? Then those sells right there would make total sense for me, right? Come 9:15, 9:30, a lot of volume coming in, playbook position, higher time frame direction, clean traffic to the left, right? The boxes check on that, but you know, we got to wait on that. So cool. So that's it. So that's gold. Let's take a look at NQ here, and let's see what's popping over here with this pair. So let's see the daily time frame. So we did close bearish yesterday. So again, we are still in a bit of funky area here, but all in all, we did close bearish. It is very choppy on the NASDAQ on the higher time frame, daily time frame. So let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour just broke the lows. It looks like we've been moving down here, right? So we've been moving down. We're coming back into that zone. If we drag this left, by the way, we'll see how big of a zone this is, right? So a lot of times, like, you think, well, where's the zone, right? Well, you want to find the most common area, right? What's been hit the most, right? And right here, this is that area. So if we're looking at NQ, could we possibly be looking at a downtrend, right? This kind of moving down and trying to stay down here, right? So you really want to see what price is going to do on the 4 hour right at this area in which has been tapped so many times there. So will we create resistance? And if we do, then I think price is ready to go, and that you know, with everything being bearish, you can see a nice move down to fill that wick there on the next 4 hour candle. So let's take a look at the 1 hour here. 1 hour did close bullish. 30-minute did close bullish, rejecting that area. 15-minute rejection. So yeah, I think I like the shorts here on NQ. You got this little like inverted celery deal going on right now, but yeah, if you could get closures back below, I mean, that looks pretty good to me. 4 hour breaking the lows here. The daily is bearish, so yeah, we're hitting that zone there on the 4 hour. 1 hour is closing bullish, but that's the only time frame closing bullish really. Yeah, so maybe 30 closures look pretty good, right? You get this little fake out here, and then you know, maybe we get something like that at 8:30. So maybe this closure here, and then a move down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, barcode day, man. So yeah, and that's the other thing. Don't get too aggressive here. I'm probably gonna be sizing down here. Like it's Wednesday, FOMC day. Some of you guys may not even know what that means, but I do. So I'm gonna slow down a little bit here today. Be very patient. Size down a little bit as well, and just wait for the right opportunity to come to me. With the sells being valid because of the 1 hour potential wick fill, not if the 1 hour candle closes below. You know, if the 1 hour candle closes below, then the sells are very valid at that point. Sells every day. Yeah, did you guys hear the kids yesterday on the outro? I came back in the room. These kids are just at my desk talking into the microphone, man. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's get to work. All right, I think it's time to propose to the playbook. I'm in mad love. It's time to propose. I think it is time. It's time for y'all to marry the playbook. I've married the playbook not many years ago, but a couple years ago, and it's been a very happy. We've had a very happy marriage. Let's go, AB Mike. Let's go. I've had some questions in my head about how you get signals, whether a wick is a wick fill or the other hand around. Okay, that's a good question. So a wick fill, right? So basically, like, what a candle is designed to look like is a nice healthy body and a nice like wick, right, on both sides. So that right there is probably your ideal candle. So what you really want to see is, let's say on the or let me use a different example. So like this would be like a wick to fill, right? So that's a good candle to get a wick fill. But let's say the candle looks something like this now, and the wick is more so like that, right? Where you see how the wick is way bigger than the body. So that would be like this here is most likely going to be a rejection, right? That this candle going to close bearish below, and then we're going to take sells, and we're going to make thousands of dollars before FOMC, and we're going to have a great day, right? So that might be a rejection there just because the wick is much bigger than the body. Now look, that body's decent, so that one's not the best example, but if that body was any smaller, like, then that would, and by the way, it still looks like a rejection even with that decent body on it. But anytime the wick is much bigger than the body, that's where it's going to be more so of a rejection, right? And now keep in mind, you don't want to take a trade on that next candle, and that'll usually follow like a couple, like there might have been a move already, you know, that kind of already went down. So let's say like that happens. So you don't want to take a buy on this next one, because most likely that next candle will pull back. So price naturally needs a little bit of a pullback at that point. And what you want to do now is when you wait for support, this wick now that was once a rejection wick will now become a target. So if there's a lot of volume coming in and the higher time frames are still bullish, and this is just a lower time frame pulling back, this now, once rejection wick, now becomes a target, because we know that during the volume the wicks will tend to get filled. So that's why a lot of times when we take this trade, we'll have the buy stops here, right, and we'll be filling the wick that was made. So what does that mean? So that means if you know this now, like when you run into this later, you could say, hey, I know why that wick is being created. So what that does is that keeps you out of taking the trade on that candle, because now you know that that wick is now going to be created. Liquidity will typically be grabbed on that next candle. Everyone will be stopped out, and then later that wick will now become an opportunity to become a wick fill. So this is where you learn patience and discipline. You get stopped out on this enough times to know that you wait for this and then take the trade, right? So yeah, that's the difference. So wick, nice healthy body, healthy wick is going to be an opportunity for a wick fill. If you have a decent move up already and now all of a sudden you have a wick that's much bigger than the body, then typically that one's going to be, you know, where the pullback happens. Not always, but typically that's going to be the rejection, and then the pullback will take place from there. MGC for me today, not a bad idea, not a bad idea. Are we streaming FOMC? Yes, we are. We are. Let's have a couple little playbooks. We'll build a family of the playbook. Let's see here. Any tips on how to journal and review your trades to get more insights? Of course, yeah. So what I would do is I would take really good notes. I would take screenshots. I would take a before and after of the 4 hour when you take your trade, right? Because that's where you know you got your direction from. Because when you look at this trade, let's say this is the trade, when you look at it a week later, you don't remember everything, right? So a quick before and after of the 4 hour, and then a before and after of whatever time frame you took the trade on. So if you took it on the 30-minute, get a before and after. What I mean by that is like, oh yeah, by the way, if this candle closed above, I like these buys, right? We already talked about that. So let's say like this candle closed above now. We close above, boom. So what I would like, or yeah, what you should do is take a picture of before, like take a picture of this, and then take a picture of the aftermath, right? So let's say you close your partials here and the trade does its thing, get that screenshot too. Let's say, you know, for some reason, all of a sudden price does this and price does its thing again, and you got stopped out, take a screenshot of that, right? You want to know exactly what's going on. So every single time, 4 hour before and after, time frame of entry before and after. And then what you want to do is you want to make a couple little notes. You know, price was overextended, right? I don't know, 4 hours in a target tap. There was FOMC that day. My wife was yelling at me because I didn't throw the garbage. No, you know what I mean. Just write out a couple notes. That way you can go back so you can remember what took place technically and maybe a little emotionally. You know, I'm joking about the whole wife yelling at me and stuff, but like if there was some stuff going on, jot that down just so you understand some of the factors that played into this from a technical and an emotional standpoint. I mean, I'm talking to the future 8-figure trader here. You know, I'm not talking to the guy that just wants to come in here and make a couple bucks as a side gig. But if you really want to make this your thing, I mean, you got to get deep with it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. By the way, if you guys are really looking to get like better in the journaling area, I would say either use TradeZella or use some sort of Excel spreadsheet and go watch the webinar that we did on the importance of journaling your trades. One of the best webinars we did. Seriously, the importance of journaling your trades. I think that webinar was like over an hour, and it was extremely valuable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the webinars in the clubhouse. Yeah, this one, 1.5 hours. So we talked about journaling your trades here, the importance of journaling your trades for 1.5 hours. So I would highly recommend checking that out. Yeah, this is it right here. Anyone who's in the clubhouse who has not seen this video yet, highly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I was telling Asian session last night, actually. It was so funny because right after that video, right after we did that webinar, we 3-4 weeks later, all you seen was people passing their combines or evaluations and getting funded. So clearly the journaling topic helped out a lot of traders here, and I've seen it firsthand help out many elite members, because that's the first thing we dive into is, all right, where are your trades at? Let me see how you're journaling, and make sure we're doing that properly, so that way we can track data, because at the end of the day, data is what we have. That data is the only information that we can build a story on or build an edge off of. So you need that. It's one of the most important things in trading. Thank you for turning up every day. It's the only way to do it, man. It's the only way to do it. You got to turn up every day. All right? Bible says, for it's a new day. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, man. You got to walk with your head held high, right? Remember, when you got a vision and you're after something in life, man, life is awesome. If you got no vision, what does the Bible say about that? The people will perish, right? It would be such a mundane, just nonchalant life. Same routine, day in, day out. How you doing, man? Same old, same old. Yeah, really. You know what I mean? So once you have a vision, life is not boring anymore. Before I had goals, life was boring. So boring, man. I remember there was a little gap between me playing like baseball and then me like getting back into business for myself. There was like a 5 or 6 year gap, and I was just kind of jumping from job to job in between that time, kind of like, like my early 20s. And life was just boring. And it wasn't until I got back into like business and started setting goals again where I was like, holy crap, like the last like 4 or 5 years was so mundane. It was so, because again, back when you're playing athletics, you're obviously going to set goals and you're going to work towards things. But once you get out of that, your winners are looking for another environment to win in, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is, right? But when you go to a boring, mundane day job, it's like, that winner can't truly perform the way they want to. So, and there's no reason to almost, right? You get, most jobs pay you hourly or salary now. There's no incentive to do better, right? It's just like whatever at this point. So, being involved in trading or being involved in building a community or building businesses and, just winning, right? Gets you to turn up every day. Yes, sir. Gold always moves like this for FOMC. Yeah. Yep. Just let it do its thing. Just let it do its thing, man. That's it. We have zero say in this market. Zero say, zero control, zero power. We are the little peasants, and we take the crumbs off of the feast. You got to know your role in this game. You got to know your role. Everyone want to come in here trying to act like they're going to sit at the king's table. No, we're peasants. We're retail traders, right? All we're taking is crumbs here, G. That's it. Don't try and be the man. Don't try and be the woman. Just follow edge. Stay low key. Let's see. Can you critique my trade? I can try to. Let's take a look. So we got a 4 hour bullish, 4 hours bullish and tapping target. 30-minute and 15-minute rejected support here. I took partials up here. I closed full here. Yeah, that looks good to me. Looks good to me. Yeah, looks amazing. Nice clean range coming down. 4 hour tap target. Plus we're obviously in a bunch of consolidation. You closed partials right here, and I'm assuming it's because you seen this, right? Let me draw that. Yeah, perfect. And then full, I'm not sure where you got the full from, but that makes sense. A little bit before the actual range is filled, closing up full. Maybe you've seen these wicks or something there. If that's what you were looking at, then that's amazing. That's probably what I would have looked at too. But partials is on point. I definitely would have closed partials there. And looks great, brother. Good job. Entry on the break of the highs. Money. Not much to critique there, bro. Good work. Good job. Who's that? GK. W, bro. W. Faked out at 6:15 on this trade. Do you consider this a good breakout? Previous 4-hour bearish and new 4-hour small top wick entered on the breakup. So I think that was right around the same time. So okay, so what did you enter though? Did you enter a buy or sell? So I think it was a good breakout. The only thing here is that candle didn't really have much of a lower wick, so that could have been the issue. There is no lower wick on that. I mean, it's got a little something, but yeah, something a little steeper would have been nice. Yeah, and then also like we were at that 4-hour support, I think, at that point, kind of like that last trade that popped up. So yeah, I think that was like all around the same area. Let's see. Even though I wasn't in London, in my dreams I was in the club trading. Yeah. That's funny. Can you take any trade today or tomorrow? Yeah, of course. I haven't taken a trade today though. I haven't taken anything today. Can't trust the job when AI is taking over. That's true. AI is taking over. Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that since 2012. Since 2012. That's why you don't see me with a job. Yeah. You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. What's the difference between the funded and the funded pro? Actually, I know the exact difference, but I'm gonna just give it to you in this way, so that way you can. So I would just take a quick picture of that, a little screenshot. That's the difference. It don't get much better than that. Screenshot, 5 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, that's the difference. Let's see here. We got a closure coming up in 8 minutes, by the way. So this all looks really good. We're starting to re-break that, or about to break the 4-hour previous high here. The daily's coming back up. 4-hour coming back up, obviously. 1 hour trying to move up here too. So yeah, I think if we get this little support that we got going on, plus a closure, we can probably fill that range there. Or at least come up until like 34.11 here. 50 pips, 50 pips. Oh yeah, I forgot we do have news coming in. Yeah, that's right. Damn, 8:30 news. Ah, man. All right, let's do it anyway. Not some of you guys would do that. You'd be like, you know what? Who cares? We'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. Yeah, so I guess 8:45 or something. Full margin. Should we take it on the personal? Should we run it on the personal if we get the breakout? Maybe I will. Only if we get a steep lower wick and all that. And numbers. We need numbers on our side too. We need numbers on our side. Oh, snap. Hashim, brother. Can I take a trade? Any trade today or tomorrow? Yes, brother. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. When the trade shows up, you know that's when I take the trade. I agree with Wayne. Great video. What video? What video? What video is Wayne talking about? Thanks for the trading psychology audiobook. Oh yeah, man, that was fire, right? Are you talking about the 5% trader? Is that the one you mean? That one was awesome. Charts for stream? Yes, we'll take a look at charts for stream. Just a moment. Top one having an issue with the payout. That's interesting. I would make sure just message their support team, man. They'll take care of it. One other guy had an issue too 2 days ago, and he just got it all resolved now. So yeah. Yeah, there was I think something happened, like it was just like a day delay on their end, but it probably just backed a couple things up. So I would just rest assured, you know, it's gonna come in. Message their support team, tell them give you an idea on when, and I'll be honest, it'd probably be there pretty quickly. Yeah, they're pretty good with that stuff. If you don't see that by like Friday, then DM me and I'll make sure I go check it out for you. I didn't take anything in Asian. No, I didn't. Nope. Last night in Asian was that was a very powerful session, man. Yeah, we talked about a lot of good stuff. What up, Johnny Gems? How you feeling? Johnny Gems. Traveling today, all right? Are you still traveling, or you arrived at your destination? Buy gold? Yes, yes. Buy gold. Buy gold. Buy gold. Keep me updated, Ricky. Keep me updated, bro. Shoot me a DM on Discord. I'll look into it today for you. Shoot me a message on Discord with your account number, and I'll see if I can take a look after the stream. Planning on joining the clubhouse next month. I know my weaknesses. Yeah, amazing, brother. Amazing. We'll be here. We're ready, bro. We're ready. Clubhouse is eating. Everybody in the club getting pips. Where's Aaron, bro? This guy. He made me do it. This breakout will be considered overextended since too far from support. Well, depends what time frame you're looking at, right? So I love the 30-minute time frame. I think it's the best time frame on the map. And we got to support. You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted that red candle, right? So I wanted that red candle, and then that way we can get the bullish one to close beside it above, and now we do have a support, right? So that makes it no longer overextended, right, on the 30-minute time frame. So therefore that buy would be valid, but unfortunately we got this 8:30 news coming in. But look, if that can go down, right, where we do get the closure above, and then the 8:30 news comes out and price looks like this, let's just say this candle closes right above. Let me just close it. So closure above, right? The news comes out, and let's say we do get red numbers and we take a little bit of time to make this lower wick. I'll have a buy stop on the break of the high. Yeah, so once we break that high, we can move up. But we got to take some time. This is the only time I like trading news, is if we take some time to make that lower wick and we do it properly, then that's when I will give this trade a go. But, you know, a lot of times with news is we just start ripping up right away, or make a little wick and then back and then boom, boom, you know what I mean? Up and down. So it's got to be a smooth one. You know, if it's smooth, then we can participate. Won big in poker last night. Very nice. Ron chilling on the beach. I didn't see it. Yeah, so there was no pre-New York stream today because John was traveling all night. But there will be a power hour stream today in the clubhouse. So we'll be back at like 1:15 p.m. Eastern, and we'll run it up then. Planning to join the clubhouse soon? Yeah, looking forward to having you guys, man. Looking forward to having you in there. Do I have any plans to travel? I think I'm going to go to New York in August for a couple days. Yeah, but I'll be able to stream from there. That's about it. Biggest advice to someone who's in drawdown is in the evaluation phase. Well, you know, I first have questions, right? I have questions. So it's like, why are you in drawdown? Are you following the edge? Are you just in drawdown based off the edge, or are you in drawdown because of your own decisions? So that's the number one question, is why are you in drawdown? How did you get there? Let me see your trades. Let me see what you did, right? Let's see how you got to where you are, right? And then if it's truly just edge and it's just probability where you took a couple L's in a row or something like that, but they're all good high probability setups, and I would just say just keep trading the way you're trading. Don't size down, just keep going at it. But if you're in drawdown because of bad decision making, you know, then we gotta clean something up there. So it really just all depends what's gotten you into drawdown. Lag killed me. What's popping? FOMC today? Yes sir. What up, Sparrow? The buys do look great. I really do like the buys as well. But the news right here in front of us is spooking me a little bit. So let's see how we do on this candle. Let's fly with the buy. Maybe OKC when I get back. Oh yeah, we might go to Oklahoma too to visit my dad. Is it true the max withdrawal is 3,500 even if you make 10K on a 150? Yes. Well, 3,500 per account per payout. Yep. So the goal here is if we can get a bit of a steep wick, then we might be able to participate in this. Otherwise, I don't really like sitting in the news candle, to be honest. Red numbers too. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's see if we can take some time to make this lower wick, and then potentially, I mean, possibly get into a buy here. But I think if you make a steep lower wick, great. If not, if you maybe close bearish and then we get another closure above, then definitely take the buys. You know, maybe 15-minute closures above, and then we could run with that. Candle really didn't even close above. Yo, what's up, Cameron? How you doing, man? How you doing? Been taking 1 to 3 trades a day, grabbing 10 to 20 pips on average, but when I have L days, mostly 1 in a week, then I lose 40, 50, 60 pips. So I get, yeah, I feel like that's happened to me before. So dial that in. You know what I mean? Dial that in. So start looking at your stop losses. Start looking at some trades that you honestly could avoid some trades too. So make sure that the losses that you are taking are not like losses that could be avoided as well, right? Just make sure of that. So that way, again, because if you're going to snag those 15, 20 pips, then you really need that 70 to 80% win rate, right? Because when you have that 70%, 80% win rate, that one loss doesn't mess with you the way like in a big way, right? But if you're taking those losses and they're unnecessary, that's where, you know, you could run into a little bit of trouble. So just make sure your losses are playbook positions, and if they are, then maybe do something different, right? Manage them a little bit different. I think I think it's only in the clubhouse, but there's, you know, just ask questions, right, about how to manage trades and stuff like that if you need help with any of that, and you know, I'll see what I could say to help you. Yeah, it doesn't look like that candle really closed above. Let's take a look over here. Nah, I don't really have a closure above on this one either, so we wait. We continue to wait. 200 away from being able to submit a 3K payout. Lovely, lovely, lovely. That's always nice. MGC closed nicer. Did it? Oh yeah, it did. Closed a lot nicer. Yeah, I mean, this is the news candle anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't be in this candle regardless. So I'll just wait. I'll wait for 15 minutes and then see where we're at. Is a Tampa meetup a one-time event, or is there other ones planned? Yeah, we do them like once or twice a year now. Yep. Our last meetup that we did was in when was that? October? It was like somewhere around October. I forget. This was the last meetup we did. I think it was like October, the last one. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to we're going to try and do them. We're going to try and travel around a little bit too. So I want to save some of my travels for some meetups and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, gold may start moving here now that we're breaking these highs. So yeah, if we would have got maybe a decent wick on the news candle, that would have been great. But otherwise, this candle can be very up and down here. The 15-minute candle, when it closes, that'll kind of give us a little bit of help here. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, now we got people flying in from everywhere, man. So someone messaged me, told me they're coming in from Dubai. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, people coming in from all over. When did I realize it wasn't that hard to stick to 1 to 2 trades a day? Well, the thing is, like, over trading for me never helped. It always blew my accounts. So once I started taking 1 to 2 trades a day, I started taking more quality trades. So those quality trades produced a better result, and it was a result that I liked and I wanted and I was working for. So that made it easy, right, to follow. That's about it, you know. That's what didn't make it hard. Yeah, it's like your question. Yeah, so just seeing good results come in, you know, following the plan and seeing good results. It's kind of like working out. You know, you work out enough, all of a sudden, oh man, look at that bicep there. Like, I like that, you know. Man, look at the veins in my arms. Those look good. I feel strong, right? Then you like to, what was once a drag where you couldn't even get out the house to work out, now you want to do it all the time. So very similar here in trading. Once you start working out, right, your discipline and working out the playbook, you begin to see a little better results. Oh my God, look at that. Profitable week. I like that, you know. I like that. Whoa, profitable month. That looks good. And then all of a sudden you start to find enjoyment, right, in following the plan and being disciplined and being a professional and doing what it takes to win, you know, ideally. Do I often have some days with no trades? Yes, of course. Of course. I have no trade days. Now, look, I trade all sessions now, so it's a little bit more rare these days for me to have a no trade day. But yeah, they still happen. I think I've had 2 no trade days, 3, maybe 2 or 3 this month. So June is our best month, year after year after year, and we're cooking right now. We're cooking. So I haven't had a red day, but I have had some no trade days, Friday and Monday. So it was really two no trade days in a row there. So the 6th and then the 9th. But other than that, I've been trading. Yeah. 1 trade, 3 trades, 2 trades. I'm a 1 to 3 trades. That's it. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much, yeah. So I mean, I would say last year I had a lot more no trade days because I only traded the New York session. So have I had a lot of no New York session trades this month? I don't know, but probably. I mean, these are my trades here, session by session. So if you look, I obviously take the most trades in New York session, but you know, I do take a lot of trades in London too. And then this is also Asian here. So I'm trading every session. So with that being said, I'm usually on the board at least once a day. Yeah, you got London, New York, which is always going to be the big one for me, right? It's basically the session I've been trading my whole career. and then Asian session. Asian's obviously going to be the slower markets, but we still do well in Asian. You know, we still do well. And we still have our red days and our red trades, right? But we also have a lot of green. A lot of green just by following the plan. Looks like price is ducking back in the range now. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, I trade all sessions, but I'll be honest, if I only traded one session, I'd have a lot more no trade days. The other thing too is I'm also 6 years deep now doing this, really like 5 years consistently running this playbook. So obviously I've learned a lot in that time, you know. So I also am very picky, and I take trades that only I want to take, right? That line up with what I see winning and what I see making money. So yeah, I studied, bro. Yeah, studied. What app is that? That's TradeZella. TradeZella. Yeah, you guys can use TradeZella. Just go to tradezella.com, download an account, and you can track all your trades just like I do. Yeah, TradeZella is awesome too because you can screenshot your trades. Like you can, you know, make sure you take notes of them, label them. One thing I really love about TradeZella too is you got reports. So you can go in here and get your whole report for, you know, the year, the month, whatever you want to do. It factors in everything here, right? You also can track your playbook. So you can get win rates on your playbook. It'll track all the trades for you. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. All right, let's see. We got a 15 closure coming up here. Yeah, it's true. London is very late. London is 3 in the morning for me. Yep. After how long I got profitable? I would say a solid 3 years. Really good 3 years. Like I would say for two and a half years, I really messed this thing up from like 2018, 2019. Like 2019 is when I started taking it more serious. So I would say from like 2018 to 2020-ish, that's where I really just was horrible at this stuff. Really, really bad. Just trying to figure it out, trying to learn, new to it and all that. So that's where I learned a lot of the mistakes, or learned from the mistakes. So, and then basically 2.5 years, like right around that time is where I found Raja and his stream and all that. And then that's when I got rid of all the other little systems or ideas. I literally unlearned everything to relearn, just like his course said. It was like, oh, it was like golden arches just popped up. And I was like, this is for me, you know. And I literally did that, man. I just unlearned everything. I threw it all away. All the stuff I learned from some of these other guys and whatnot, and I just focused on that system. And not gonna lie, within 6 months I was looking at profitable weeks and profitable months. For 2 years I couldn't even get 2 winning days to string together in a row, right? And then literally 6 months into studying Raja and this whole price action strategy, I looked at my P&L and I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Like, and then I just fell in love with this, you know. Just started studying this whole system, and you know, I've been doing that ever since. When do I sleep? I sleep in between sessions. Do I wake up in the middle of the night or do I just stay up? It's usually I do go to sleep, but there are times where I do stay up. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to find my routine back again. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm just trying to find routine. But I got a good system going for me. Yeah, I think it's too overextended on the 15. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I sleep like 20. I sleep, so we have 24 hours in a day. I usually sleep like 4 hours and I stay up 20. W logo, W. Your video on YouTube from 1 to 2 trades is gems, bro. Yeah, man. Glad you liked that. Glad you liked it. Do we have a video going over your trades for the month? Yeah, we do like random monthly recaps. I think there's 1 or 2 monthly recaps in there in the webinar section. Yep. What up, Aaron? How you feeling, bro? I'm probably more excited than Nick for Zoom with Raja tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Raja. I gotta text him. I gotta make sure I remind him. But yeah, Raja said he's gonna pull up tomorrow, hang out for a little bit. So tomorrow's a bank holiday as well, so that'll be nice. You know, we can kind of have a nice chat, proper conversation, and we don't have to be so like looking for trades. Let's see. How many strategies did I use before? I used maybe like three strategies. Yeah, I was just trying to find my way, man. You know, just like any new person in any new endeavor, I didn't even, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, so I had to go through that trial and error. But yeah, you know the saying, it's like the person with the money usually gives it away to the person with experience or whatever. The person with experience got to pay the money to get it or something. So it's like that's the game. You know what I mean? That's the game. That's the game and everything. It's like the person with the experience, you know, is obviously going to make the money. And if you don't have the experience yet, through it, you'll get paid, right? You just won't get paid before it. 6 to 8 hours, I think 4 or 5 is fine. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 is good. Honestly, my body won't even let me sleep 6 hours at this point. I'll be up. Yes, honey. You seen some birds outside?
Yeah.
And what?
And I left my skies in the car. Can you get them quickly?
No, not right now because Daddy's not here. Okay, I'll get them for you later, okay? All right. Maverick, what's up, big dog? High five. High five. All right. Bro, I blew 3 accounts this week. How did you deal with it? I was pissed, brother. I was pissed. I would get so mad. I get so frustrated, and then eventually I just got so pissed. I knew that I would, if I kept doing these lame things, my family would never be able to live a life of freedom. And I would never be able to sit here at the trading desk and have my daughter knock on the door and say, Daddy, Daddy. And then I say, come on in. And she goes, I seen some birds outside, Daddy. I said, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What else? She goes, oh, I left my stuffed animal in the car. Can you go get it for me? Right? I wouldn't have been able to experience that moment right there because my dumb decision making would have landed me in a job. And I probably would have been struggling to make ends meet. And my kids probably would have been somewhere that I didn't want them to be. And my wife probably would have been somewhere where I didn't want her to be. And it was that important to me. It was that important that we got this job done and that we did whatever it took to make sure we got free. And I knew that it was going to take me getting over those dumb decisions of trying to get greedy, trying to make money so fast, trying to do all this. And I continued to blow accounts, and I knew that wasn't going to get the job done. So I knew I had to make some decisions, and I had to make some changes, and I had to make those changes quickly. And that's what I did. So you just got to get mad, dude. You got to get mad. You're better than that. You know, that's all I could say is you're better than that, G. You know, you've been here for a while. You understand the game. It's time to really play it properly. Yep. 3 kids, 8 hours of sleep. Who are you? Yeah, not. Oh, yeah, by the way, I also have 3 little kids. So we're talking about sleeping right now, man. I'm built for it. Straight dad mode right now. And look, it all goes back to the why. What's your why? What's your dream? How important it is to you? You know, most of y'all would just let people steal your dream, right? One thing about me is I'm a big dreamer. You know, my wife will tell you I'm a big dreamer. And one thing no one's going to do is no one is going to steal my dream, and not even myself. So when I'm out of line and I'm out of pocket and I'm making bad decisions, it's up to me to check myself, right? It's up to me to get in that mirror, say, bro, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? This ain't going to cut it, and level up, right? And make those adjustments. So, you know, a lot of times we have these great dreams, but we just let people steal them, right? We just let people come in and tell us, nah, you know, people like us don't get that. You know, your own loved ones, right? But let me ask you, if I'm sure some of you guys have cars or jewelry or wedding rings or anything, right? Let me ask you, if someone came in your house to steal that, would you protect it? If someone was outside right now, you heard the car alarm going off, and it was someone stealing your car, I bet you go out there and risk your life for that stupid car. But you won't do that when someone tries to steal your dream, right? You let them just run right over you. Oh, you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe people like us, and maybe we don't deserve that life. No, hell no, right? Like, you do deserve that life. You can't let anyone try and snatch that dream from you, because there are dream snatchers, right? And they'll come in, and you guys ever have a great idea? You go back and tell your wife, or you go back and tell your mom, or you go back and tell your friend, and they just boom, 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 just shoot it down. Just shoot it, the whole thing down, and just make you believe that you're just stupid and crazy for thinking that, right? Dream stealers. They're all over, and you got to be aware of them. So that's one thing about me is you ain't going to steal my dream. And I'm a big dreamer, and I know exactly what I want. And I know when I'm out of line, I got to make corrections. So that's the thing, brother. Understand what it is that you truly want. And every single day that you break that plan, just know you're extending that out another week and another week and another week. For instance, I want to quit my job, or I want my wife to walk away from her full-time job. Every time you break the plan, your wife's working another week and another week and another week, having to answer to that same guy again, that same guy that's not you, right? Every single week, week after week. So, you know, when you put that much of an emphasis on it, you get cooking. Can I send a chart in for you to review? Of course, my friend, of course. Of course. You need to see it in your head first. Yes. Yeah. Before you ever even buy the account, you got to say, what am I, you know, what do I want from this? Trading is crazy. To participate in this, you got to be crazy. So you got to really know what you want, right? Otherwise, this thing will just push you in every single direction. Am I in my 20s or 30s? I'm 35. But after 21, you no longer have age. You go into no age mode. Then you just make things up. Yeah, you know what I mean, Junior. You know what I mean. Someone try to take something from you, quick to protect it, quick to stand up for it, right? But a lot of times we don't stand up for our own dreams. Freedom, baby. That's all I ever wanted. Anything after freedom was just a plus. That was it. I need you in my Yo, fly me out, bro. I'll come to the fight. Where's Green? Green will come with me. Green will pull up. Can you please check out Raja's stories? He asked a question about why not to take sell entry at that time. What would your opinion be? I'm assuming it was probably around this time. Yeah, and probably just because the 4 hour is just, remember what I was mentioning before about the 4 hour just not being able to get down here? That's why I would have much rather take the buys in this range here. So he's probably talking about that. I mean, that's why I'm trying to stay clear of the sells too, is because you have all this rejection, you have a lot of support. Price is like trying really hard to get down, and it's just not working, right? So you got all this chop, and then you close below the chop, but you close with no wick, right? And then you just chop some more. So price is really struggling. You know, it's not just to the downside, I mean to the upside too here. So it's just the overall, what you want to do in these type of situations is you want to let news push price without you, right? Without you being in it. You want news to push price one way or another. So whether it's up or whether it's down, and then that will give you direction. So it's like playing chess, you know what I mean? You wait for that next move to happen before you make your move. Otherwise, you don't know what's going to happen here. Like, this can go any which way in this nasty range today, right? Look at the 1 hour. 1 hour struggling. Just trying. 30 minutes back below the range. 15 minute, don't know what's going on, right? So it's very, very choppy day here, and you really want to wait for direction, and the news will most likely give us that direction, right? I don't think if I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't even be at the desk right now. Yeah, I'd probably come at like 2 o'clock. Let's see here. Yeah, but that's probably why, I would say probably why Raja's trying to avoid the sells. When to look at the 15 versus the 30, typically during high times of volume when you're waiting for setups. Yeah, like you'll see me look at the 15 a lot around 9:15, 9:30, 8:15, 8:30. Any time we're kind of tiptoeing around high volume time, you want to look at the 15. Yeah. How much do you risk on 150 instant? How much do I risk? I'm usually open to risking like $1,000 max, 1,000 to 1,200. Oh snap! TT India. We gotta speak Hindi with Raja. Holy, holy. Alright, so I still like this range. I'm still eyeing it. So anything above 3405, I'm still gonna look for buys here, right? Even though we broke the low, that's okay. As long as we close above 3405 on 15, 30-minute charts, I like the buys here. Boom, 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 boom. How much is the spread on Torah? Right now it is 1 pip. 1 pip on gold. And I'll probably only trade gold on my live account, on this live account. Yeah, I also do have personal capital in Tradeovate, which is a futures broker. So on that one, I could trade NQ and stuff, but... let's see. Playbook since April. Let's go. Have I changed to the new chart? I have not. Usually top one or top step will do that automatically. Do you have structure in your company in respect to where you put revenue and stuff? Yeah, I mean you should make sure you got every dollar tracked. Like yeah, taxes, payroll, you know, just spending money, investing money, savings money. Yep, absolutely. I made some videos from the live stream of yours. Okay, I have them sent via email. Would you check them out? Yes, we're gonna. I'll be looking at all the emails, the rest of them this weekend. So we'll see. I'll check them all out on Saturday or Sunday, I think. Price is stuck. Yeah, it is. It is. No surprise. No surprise. Yeah, I mean, we have a 150 pip range here, right? 130 pip range. So, again, as long as you remain above there, if we get a closure like this, now that looks really good because now we're above the range. We're at the bottom of the range, right? If this is the bottom, right, and this is the top, then we're definitely more towards the bottom, right? So as long as we remain above 05, 04 here, we get a strong support form, then we can take buys here on this next candle to move on up. Partials would be somewhere around this level, and then, you know, full TP up there. 930 cheat code. What do you know? It might just line up with 930. Just like the last couple trades. Which copy trader to use? I use the one that's already built in here. So this one is with Top 1 Futures. So if you get a Top 1 Futures account, they have a built-in copy trader. Yeah, other than that, I don't copy trade anything else. Just trade them individually. Yeah, the celery could play out too. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that I would really like to see that around like 9:15 though, like just when we got more volume. But we'll first things first. Let's see if the candle even closes above the range, you know, and then we'll kind of run from there. What is a copy trader? A copy trader is where you take a trade on one account and you can copy them on all the other accounts. How far left to look for old support? Not that far. I mean, you know, this much. Does that make sense? This much. This much. Something like that. You know, you're usually able to get some information by the time you scroll one or two. Yeah. All right, so what do we do here? So we closed nasty on the 30, but we closed good on the 15. So I would much rather wait. Once we get a support here, that's where it's go time for me. So 9:15 or 9:30, the buy is looking really good. Yeah, so we got two options now, right? Option number one, we buy off this support, right? We take a buy right here, and we take that long, right? Option number two is if this candle ends up closing above the range, then we got to take our entries a little higher, which would be up here, and then we fill the range like that. So those are my two options here. I don't like the celery play. There is a third option, which is the celery, but I'd rather wait to trade till 9:15 or even 9:30, especially with the 30-minute closing like that. How can I copy your trades on your broker? You can't. You can't. Yeah, that's how we take the same trades. Yep, on multiple accounts. Yeah. So you only have to take it on one, but then every other account will just copy that trade. So when you enter, the other accounts will enter. When you exit, the other accounts will exit. What up, Pablo? How are you, brother? How are you? $15 close, 15. Yeah, so if we can get this new support now, this looks golden here. Golden. You can't see my face on Zoom? I know, man. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, I know. We're trying to figure out how we can get my video on both, but yeah, if you want to see me, which I don't blame you, you know what I mean? Go check it. No, I'm just kidding. Go on YouTube and you can see me. You can't see me, son. You can't see me, son. I don't blame you, though, brother. I don't blame you. Is it XAU on Tora? Yes. XAU USD. Yep. In regards to the copy trader on Top Step, does it count the payouts per account? Yes. So yeah, so all the accounts just are individual. So let's say you make $5,000 on each account, and then you can take, I think on Top Step it's half of it or something. So yeah, you'll be able to take $2,500 per account. So that's what's nice, is that, you know, you make a couple bucks on one account, but it's times 3 or times 4 or times 5, you know what I mean? So it's like you don't even have to size in that big anymore, because you just run the trade on multiple accounts. So like if I make $500 a day, you know, because the accounts are being copied, it turns into $1,500 a day, right? So instead of trying to make $1,500 on an account, right? Then you just work towards like that 500, right? Keep your size a little lower, and then just take nice small wins, right? And then those wins will add up with multiple accounts. Now, I mean, it's nice to take 1,500 too, you know, because then you take $4,500 on that day, but you know that doesn't happen every day. Let's see here. The 30 kept you out of the celery. I agree. That 30 did not close good at all. So that's why I need a strong 15 closure here in order for me to take a buy. Yeah. It's got to be strong. I would never let someone copy my like I would never hook someone else's capital up to mine. Absolutely not. Never, ever, ever, ever will you see me do that. I ain't got time for headaches like that. There ain't enough Advil for headaches like that. Let's see here. Is the chat with Roger going to be available on replay? Yeah, because it's going to be on YouTube. Yeah, we'll be on YouTube tomorrow. I'm not too sure when he's going to come, what time he's going to come. I'm just going to send him the link out in the morning and just tell him basically just pull up whenever. Yes, Tony Yayo did start that while John Cena was still running around in his underwear playing freeze tag with his friends on the school playground. All right, 9:15, 9:30 coming. So these are our trading times. So we're starting to get some motion here. Any sells valid if we close below? Yeah, I mean they're okay. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say so. If you get a new closure below, so like let's say this 15 closed without a wick on the top or something, and then the next candle closed below, I think that's pretty good because we're just bouncing around in this range here today. TTE, the code for top one. Yeah, top one futures. Yep, TTE. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, gang, they extended the that promo, the 55% off and the 7 accounts and all that stuff till Friday. So that promo was supposed to end today, but they're going to, I guess, extend it until Friday. Yeah, we need that. That 55% is so key. Why not take this trade on the 15? Which one, brother? Like the celery play? Because the 30 closed with no... I don't like the way that 30 closed. If we had a strong 30 closure, this would be different. You know what I mean? But being that we had a weak 15 or 30 closure, I'd rather see a strong support. I don't mind waiting on this little closure above either. That's not a big deal. We still have like 100 or 90 pips to the top of that range there. Yeah, 85 pips. So I just want to make sure we got a valid support. Strong closure on the 15, volume coming in, clean traffic to the left, higher time frame, you know, broke the 4-hour highs there. So everything would check the boxes on this trade. NQ, yeah, let's take a look. I think we had some markups here. Yeah, I think I was looking for sells here. We broke the 4-hour lows, the 1 hour. Yeah, honestly, these sells aren't that bad here on NQ. But the thing is, like with 930 right smack in front of us, I don't like trading NQ. So like what I would say is move your range to something like this. And now you got clear direction. You got clean range above, clean range below to move up or to move down. And then you do it like that. If you want to get aggressive, I think sell stops on the break of these lows aren't that bad. But I would probably wait for the closure with the 930 open right in front of you like that. How to add buy stops on Trade Locker? Let me show you. So you would go over here. So you see where it says market. So what you want to do is you'll see pending. So when the pending comes up, if you have it below price, it'll be a sell stop. If you put it above price, it switches to a buy stop. So all you got to do is hit buy stop, make sure your size is good, bam, and then that buy stop, that order will be in. So that's how you do it. If you want to exit out, you just cancel it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Very, very similar to Project X. Yeah, NQ looks good outside of that range. And then gold's looking good. We just need to leave a wick here, and I think we can continue moving up. Four minutes. This looks good. So we got a couple boxes that we need to check, right? So what are those boxes? Do we have a playbook set up? Yes, we'll potentially have a playbook set up here. So check. Do we have volume coming in? Yes, we do. Do we have the higher time frame bias? Yes, we do. And is there clean traffic to the left? Yes, there is. So this will make for an A+ setup. All the boxes get checked, and we can potentially take this trade at this candle closure right here. So that's what we're waiting for. Playbook has shown itself, right? And now we got to wait. Once that candle closes, we make sure we got the playbook set up, and then we're in. I'll probably keep it low risk here too, just because it's FOMC day. So keep it small, but everything looks good. Playbook, volume, bias, clean traffic. Yeah, there you go. For the long, yeah, I'm looking at the longs here. So if this candle can close, you know, something like this, right? Pull back a little bit, leave us a little wick right there. Then the next candle is that's our ride, my friends. Gold not looking goldy since, yeah, gold, yeah, you know, big news coming in here, man, big news. So we're really just trading the 4-hour range today. That's pretty much it. And that's why I say size down a little on this, because we're trading the 4-hour range, literally. John, how you feeling, bro? Are you where you at? I don't even know where this guy is. Are you did you hit New York yet or what? This is gold, yeah. This is gold. I'm not sure if Johnny Gems is at the destination or yet or not. Yeah, correct. I'm waiting for this one to close, and then the next one to throw a lower wick, and then yeah. So yeah, let's plan this trade here, right? So if we do get the closure that we're looking for, then what this trade will look like is, you know, probably something entry here. Below here are pretty decent stops. I mean, they're 58 pips. They're not too bad. We have this range, which is about almost 90. So you have that area there. I would say partials are going to be somewhere around this, probably somewhere around here as we come into that range. And then we should fill the whole range here with the volume that's coming in. So, yeah, we got to pull back a little bit, though, because we need to leave a wick and all that for this next candle. So that would basically be the trade. You can keep your stops either below the swing low here, or wherever that new lower wick comes into, you can keep your stops there. 55 pips is not that bad, so I might use that, but we'll have to see once we get that new lower wick. Calm down, Goldie, calm down. We're going to the moon. Boom, 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 boom. What up, the Prather Trader? When is the FOMC news dropping? That's going to be like 2:30 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Times. Sheesh, pull back, pull back. Let's see. I see clean range. Yeah, I see clean range on both the 30 and the 15 here. Yeah, 30's clean up until like 13 over there. So yeah. So let's see if we can get a lower wick. That one right there won't do. So if we can get a break of that low, then yeah, this is looking pretty good. Make a video explaining the top one, elite and instant. I think somebody already did it. Yeah, just look it up on YouTube. Someone did it. They did a good video on it. Yeah, I don't think rates will change much at all today. I don't think we'll see much of a difference in rates or anything like that today. So put up a wall. Stop, stop. Where will my stop loss be? Most likely, so if this candle can re-break the low and come down and get a wick like that, I'll keep my stop there. So we keep tight stops, something like that, and then the TP up here. Yeah, but we got to break that low here. This is also 9:15, so it's not even 9:30 yet here. The 30-minute candle is still open, so we definitely need a lower wick here. Got fired. I mean, you know, same way you would normally go get a job anytime you get fired. I don't think there's anything special. Just look for another good job in your field and yeah, just keep it moving. Yeah, just I would take the time too if you don't have the job right now to really lock in on your trading while you're looking for a new job. Hopefully you got some money saved up and yeah. Yeah, I would probably immediately get back to work though, whenever you could, and just take the time that you do have and take advantage of it. And if you want to get good at trading, now's your time to study. All right, what are we doing? Um, 99% of trades in gold and not NW. What's NW? Northwest. 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 Yeah. If gold flies, I'm good with no trade today. That's an 8-figure trader right there. W. Sounding good. Sounding good. NQ? I don't know. I take trades on NQ. Not as much as gold. Gold NQ is a pair I just started trading this year. So I'm still sample sizing, still obviously getting to know NQ. Gold is a pair I've been trading for a very long time now, so no trade day, don't phase me. That's right, Ken. That's right. I mean, what would be cool too if like it's 9:15 right now. So if we can come down and make a nice little low and then re-break the highs, right, at 9:30 or even before that, after that low is made, it looks good. Had to close half in top step, right click, and if you're in a buy, or let's say, yeah, if you're in a buy, you have to hit sell limit and then close half, whatever number half is. What do you have to do? A market sell if you want to do it instant? Yes, correct. So you keep it at market and then make sure your lot size is good. And then once you want to sell, just press the sell button. Yeah, let's do like a market execution. So yeah, I mean, if we could break those lows, I mean, that's going to make sense for me to have a buy stop here. But without those lows breaking, that's going to be a no-no. Keep breaking my rules. There's something wrong with me. I mean, there's something wrong with all of us. You know what I mean? You just got to figure out what it is with you. Just, you know, breaking your rules doesn't lead to profitability. So do you want to be profitable? You know, if you want to be profitable, then you got to have a nice clean talk with the man in the mirror and, you know, be profitable. Boom, 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 boom. Do I trade? No, I don't trade Bitcoin. I just hold Bitcoin as like an investor. Yeah, no, I don't trade Bitcoin though. Our bias is selling for today. I mean, there is no bias today. You know, you're in this 4-hour range. The daily's tricky. You know, everything's tricky here today. So there's no true bias. That's why I haven't been in a trade or anything. All right, well, there's our lower wick. Let's see if we can break the lows here, get a nice little push down, and then pop back up. Dun, dun. An investor or a whale? No. Oh, that'd be crazy. Maybe a whale one day. One day. Bitcoin falling hard. Yeah, buy some more. I actually took some Bitcoin home last week because I'm trying to get a little some little new toy. So I'm trying to work some deals out here. Trying to work some deals. Would I consider the flip entry? I would not. No. I mean, you talking about if we come down and make a steep wick? Probably not. I'll probably still take it on. It's a 15 pip difference, so I'll probably still take it on the highs there. Nobody knows nothing. Yeah, one of the best things I did was invest in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, not gonna lie, like early on, I mean that helped me out. And then you know, back in September of last year, where I put a good amount in Bitcoin, and it really worked out well. Bitcoin is something I just want to hold though. Just keep holding and pull out profits here and there just to do stuff with, and that's it. How's the elite challenge in top one? I think it's a good challenge. Yeah, I think it's good. You don't have any consistency rule on it. I'd go read up on top one futures website. Top one futures. Go check it out. But I like the elite challenge. If you're a trader who's like consistently profitable or at least starting to string together a lot of good weeks, then I would say go with the instant sim funded. But if you're still like, you know, working on your trading and stuff like that, then I think this is a perfect evaluation and account to go with. Yeah, you got no consistency on the challenge. Once you get funded, it's 25, so that's pretty good. Yeah, these are pretty good. You can earn your size. You could size up pretty good too from the jump there. So I like this. Yeah, I like the elite challenge. The elite. $120K of it. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Whatever you do, don't keep all that money in the bank, man. Banks are questionable. Skeptical. How much risk is good for 5K funded account? 5K, like a live account or a funded account? If it's a funded, like a funded company, probably, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't even know, man. I haven't traded a 5K account in so long. If it's real though, I would probably risk like $100 to $150, $100 to $200 per trade. Something like that. Yeah, they trade your money, make millions, and charge you a fee. So true. Yeah, nothing going on here. 9:15. We got 9:30 approaching. Top one, I think everything's here, right? Yeah, all that stuff is right here. So the elite challenge activation fee, if you read right here, it's $149. The elite challenge, yeah, $149. The normal fee is right here. So it depends on what account you want, 25, 50, 100, 150. These are the prices. If you put a code TTE, you get 55% off. So I think you'll get a little bit better than that. So I think the 100K is like $89 or something. Yeah, their FAQs, yeah, they are good. Yeah, they put a lot of work in that. Gold don't want to make a lower wick here. No lower wick on gold. Do you think resistance to the left is holding the buyers down? Maybe. You know, I think the 4 hour is mainly the problem here. That's the big problem. Do I not trade NQ? I do. I don't trade NQ before 9:30 though. And NQ is just in a range right now. So right now I got this range on NQ on the 1 hour. That's probably going to keep me super safe here. Where others are probably going to get in and out and have to pay some consequences. This 1 hour time frame will probably keep me pretty safe. Especially before FOMC here today. Just click buy, then we'll get a huge lower wick. Yeah. $3,500 before FOMC? Oh my goodness. The 4-hour close in 30 minutes here. Yeah, we need direction. If this thing closes in the range, FOMC is going to be wild. The 2 p.m. closure is going to be insane. All right, here comes 9:30 here. So we did close with no wick. That's very interesting. Right at resistance. No wick on this candle. 15 no wick. 1 hour candle still open with like no bottom wick, and the 4 hour coming right into the highs here. So I might get a little aggressive, and if we could pop up and basically fill that wick, right? Come up into this area, I might be open for this like fade like position here. But we got to pop first, and then we got to break that low. Yeah, because look, daily is still bearish, right? 4 hour is right at the highs here. 1 hour is right at the high with no bottom wick. 30-minute candle close without a bottom wick. I'm sorry, top wick. 15-minute close without a top wick. All that right at resistance. So this could work as an impulse entry, but we gotta push up a little, right? Otherwise, you may break that low and then just start driving up here. So we gotta see this high break. We need some sort of attempt to move up and then and fill that wick there, and then I think the sell stops on the break of the low makes sense. If we can't get that, and then we have to wait for a closure, right? Then we would have to wait for something like this. But I would be open to taking sells from up here. Yeah, maybe we can get some duplicate of this. See this move down? But we got to go ahead and break that high or something. Because right now all the buyers are ready, so they're getting in on the flip, they're getting in on the break of the highs here, right? And then they're going to want to push, they're going to want to see a push for 930. So that could very well happen, but if we re-break that low after moving that, taking that move up, then most likely we'll come down here. 4 hours just in a range, it's just rejecting. We're trading the 4 hour range here, right? Highs, lows, so NQ probably will make a big move here at 9:30. So yep, there it is. So cool. Look at that, man. In literally under a minute. NQ's dirty work. Little Kobe fade, yeah. If you're in, you're in. I'm gonna wait here because I've been stopped out too many times like this. So yeah, we need that flip. We need that little move up here. Otherwise, I gotta wait for the closure, which I don't mind doing either way. How much do you have to make to request a payout? Everything's on like the FAQ stuff here, so I think it just depends on which account you got. So with the 150, you need 6%. 6%. This 15-minute wait, nah, I mean, if you think that's fine, then that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine for you, just not fine for me. So for 4.5, 5 years of doing this, that tends to stop me out. So it's not fine for me, but yeah, if it's fine for you, then you take that trade. But yeah, all the reasons that we could reject here. So let's see. Are we? Yeah, we are streaming. Yep, we're streaming for FOMC in the clubhouse. Yep. All right, bearish closures, very similar to like these, make a whole lot of sense here. So I guess we're gonna wait on the closure, and if we can get a resistance form just like we did all these times, right in this area, then I think we can move ourselves down here. All right, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, and we'll see if we can get the move. All right. Aha. All right. Yeah. Closure it is. Closure it is. Did I take a? No, I didn't do the withdrawal yet with Tora, but maybe I'll do it on Friday. Yeah, 15 to 20. No, I'll probably do one this week. Just like, you know, being up a little bit. Just do it to do it. Let's see here. What amount risk should I take per trade? Man. On a 50K, I think. What does John usually do on a 50K? Like, I think he risks like $400, 300, something like that. I would go for like 250 to like $200 to $400 per trade probably. Yeah. Can I help you, sir? Hey, King Man. Yeah, yeah, you are. Come on. Where are you? ahead, Buggy. Okay, Goldie. 30-minute time frame. Don't know what to do. Let's see. Let's see. Who we got on Zoom today? What's up, everybody? How you feeling? How you feeling? See, like any impulse sellers now are struggling here, right? Now you don't know where price is going to go. Is it going to break the highs? Is it going to remain bearish? That's why it's very important to get that little pop up, the break of the high first, and then take the impulse. So now we'll just sit and wait on the 15 closure here. The kid to go to school? Which one? Which one? Big Aaron in the house. Let's go. Are you still in Dubai? Holy. Come on up here, brother.
Yes, sir. What's
you
up,
still
my
out
brother?
there?
No, bro, I'm in Mauritius now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yep,
Little
yep.
5 a.m. club.
Yes, sir. You already know. Thank you for
Dang.
putting me on that book too, bro. Fire so far.
5 a.m. club, right? It's a good book.
Yep. Yes,
Great
sir.
book. Yeah, no, it's is it as beautiful over there as they say in the book?
Oh, bro, more than beautiful. I'm honestly just blown away, just by how beautiful it is, how cool the people are, everything about it. So
That's
I've been
amazing.
loving it, living it up, and yeah, man.
That's your first time there?
Yep, first time here. So
Oh, let's go. Nice.
Yeah, absolutely loving it.
Fire.
Yes,
Amazing.
sir.
How long are you there for?
To the 28th. And then going back to Germany.
Sheesh.
And then you already know, after that, we're going right to the meetup, sir.
The man's busy. The man's traveling around the world. Holy smokes.
Hey, we working. We working.
Working. Damn, so how long were you when did you leave Dubai?
I was only there for like a day. Or not
Okay.
even a day.
How was the weather?
Yeah.
Hot?
Oh, yeah. It's really hot.
Boiling.
Like,
Boiling.
Don't even wear a shirt when you go.
Sheesh. Crazy, crazy.
Yes, sir.
Aaron's on vacation. Aaron's life is vacation. He's
How
living
you do it?
vacation. Oh,
You guys can
man.
live it too. Just got to join TTE.
That was the secret sauce.
Hey, everything changed. You already know, bro.
That's true. That's true. All right, back down we go here. Back down we go. So let's see if the 15 can give us a bit of a closure. And then being that like all these things like we said, daily kind of popped up, made a bigger like a steeper top wick here. The 4 hour kind of coming right into that rejection zone. So remember our trade from yesterday, how we kind of banked off the 4 hour rejecting. That's what we're pretty much doing here today. The 1 hour also has no lower wick on it, right? And we're starting to tap right into that level of resistance here. The 30-minute closed without a top wick, right at resistance as well. And now we're potentially waiting for a 15-minute bearish closure so we can see if we can take price back down towards 05 here, which is about a 60 to 65 pip range. So that's the idea right now. That's the idea. So I would have maybe took the impulse trade when the candle, so remember we were talking about the impulse, but at the time price looked something like this, right? So before you take those impulse trades, you'd like to see an attempt to fill that other wick there, right? That range, and then you can set a sell stop on the break of the low, and typically that's when it drives. But now that this candle kind of drove a little bit and came back up, it's much better to wait on the closure here. Closure. Hold on, Aaron. Hold on one sec. Let me. All right. Now you're co-host, so now you can mute and unmute whenever you like.
That's perfect, brother.
Wifey yelling at you on the side. Just boom, hit the mute button real quick.
No, I'm never getting yelled at, you know.
Never. All right, so let's see what we can do here. I am going to, once we make a top wick, I'm going to have a sell stop here on this 15-minute time frame. So sell stop. What am I doing here? Sell stop, yeah, on the break of this low right here. So I'm going to have a sell stop there. If we can make a little bit of a wick, maybe I could adjust that. But as of right now, yeah, sell stops on the break of the previous 15 lows. And that'll be the look here. Let me do it over here.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we'll see if we can get down towards 05 here. Stops are going to be, let's see, stops are going to probably be above the previous candle, which is going to be about 60 pips. And then we got about a 1R here sitting down at this support, and then we'll see if we can kind of keep pushing down. So partials will be sitting. I'm gonna get rid of this white line for now, and I'm just gonna put partials here. Partials, and then full TP would probably be down towards like 99 there. MGC got activated. Oh man, not again.
Man, MGC be playing.
For real. We should be good here, though. We should be good. I don't see, why we go up and break the highs. I mean, I don't think we really broke the low, but once we do, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, keep in mind that MGC chart, man.
Yep. You always got to put the so the sell stop you guys should put at like 34.10.2 if you're on MGC, basically. Like always 1 or 2 lower. Or higher if we're in buys. Yep.
Yep. It hit my sell stop, but didn't activate me. Hey, I mean, we should be good here. Get me in. So if it does go, at least we're all in this together.
Exactly. Oh, wow. You guys still got slipped? My bad.
How much am I taking for partials? On my futures account, I'll probably close full here at 05, but with my personal account, I'll probably take 3 or 4 contracts out at 05. And I'll have 5 contracts in for that one. I don't even care because I'm only with 1 MGC. You see how you don't care? Like, isn't that amazing? So, like, a lot of people would rather trade big in size and get scared after, like, 2 or 3 pips and close the trade. Versus being, like, normal size, relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a super chill vibe where you can enjoy the trade, whether it hits TP or hits stop loss. You can relax in that trade and, have a good emotional ride there. So... I am in. This is what my trade looks like. So that's probably the extent of the trade there. And yeah, we'll see if we can get it. Should be good to go. Let's see. All right, now I'm activated with you guys. So we're all in now. All right, we're all in.
Exactly.
So if we take the loss, we take it together. If we take the win, we take it together. Good deal?
One big happy family.
One big happy family. Singing Kumbaya.
Yep. No quaking, no quaking.
No quaking.
I can sing it for you guys if you need me to.
Kumbaya.
Yeah.
MGC's activated? Yeah, everyone should be activated now if you had it on the break of the lows there. This is the second half of the 930 candle too, so we should get some volume in this candle. Uh-oh, Lele's getting yelled at out there. Bring in the volume, Lele. Great news you guys are into. Yeah, there you go. And look, I mean, just another trade here, right? So we all know the idea here, the probability mindset. This is the trade. Trade goes to one or two places, right? It's either going into the winning column or it's going into the losing column. We know that 75% are going into the winner, 30% are going into the loser. At the end of it all, the outcome is income, all right? Over the course of X amount of trades, as long as you're willing to follow edge. So this trade really doesn't mean anything. It's just another trade on the road to 100 trades.
Great, brother.
3 micros, very nice, very nice. That's your friendly reminder to be probability minded here. Stop loss and TP on Project X is you just drag it from the entry line. So let me delete this real quick. So you would come over here and you just drag up. See it? That's how I grabbed it. Bam. And then same deal with the TP, just drag it down. Boom, boom, boom. My stops are on current 15. That's fine. Current 15 or previous, either one is good. Whatever one you like. For partials, so if you want to take partials on Project X, you got to right click below price and then you have to hit buy limit. So let's say you're I don't know, let's say you're 2 contracts deep. You would hit buy limit for 1 contract, and then that would close 50% of your position. Yep. Doom, 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 doom. Got hit at break even? Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. I mean, we're in this high time. I mean, all this rejection here. So I would expect us to reject. If it doesn't, you know, it's no big deal. But you know, 1 hour really rejecting nicely here. 30-minute closing with no top wick, right at resistance. 15-minute also closing with no top wick, and then getting a resistance there. So yeah, we'll see if we can follow this plan that happened over here, and over here, and over here, and over here, and all these other spots. How can we reduce our lot size on Project X? What do you mean? Like close some of it? Same thing, right click, and then just close the partial. Yep. What's the setup on this trade? Yeah, this will be an onion play. Yep. Yeah. W, brother. This is my exact setup, but I'm not in because I've already reached my target since London. Amazing. No need to be in then, right? If you already made your money, hit your goal. Yeah, Aaron's chilling. Aaron's over in paradise right now, man. Guy's chilling.
Get some light for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, yo, you sure you're in paradise over there, bro? You
right?
sure?
It's just nighttime over here, bro.
Is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock p.m.
6 p.m. Is it the sun's going down?
Yeah. So like the sun just set just now.
Bro, I
Because
bet
technically it's winter time.
Sunsets are probably beautiful over there.
Bro, so beautiful.
I bet.
Definitely a vibe. Made a nice little IG story.
Did you?
Sunset.
Little IG.
Yep.
Oh, on sunset? I'll have to check it out.
Yep. Watching the stream.
Stream and sunset same time. Doesn't get much better than that.
Exactly.
Little coffee. Nobody knows nothing.
Hey, nobody know nothing. I had to also get 20 push-ups in, so I was late to the stream. AB Mike kept me accountable. Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
accountability
Sir.
partner.
Yes, sir. And George too. Can't forget my brother George.
George, you be holding everyone accountable. I heard George. I heard George say, "Yo, man, Patrick, put your robe on, brother." That was so funny. That was so funny.
Love it.
I mean, you guys be trying to flex on Zoom, man. You be
Hey, bro.
flexing. I see y'all,
Hey,
man. I
London,
see
bro.
y'all.
London gets wild.
London does get wild. Oh man. July meetup, yes, July meetup. I don't know how much I'm gonna really talk about it anymore because the place is packed. The place is packed. We still got room, but I don't know. I'm probably not gonna talk too much about it anymore. If you're coming, I look forward to seeing you there. Later, Sebastian.
Me too.
Peace, bro. Aaron will be there. George will be. No, not George. George will be at the next one. Magnus will be there. TK will be there. Green will be there. Johnny Gems will be there.
I need gems.
George, next one, bro. Next one.
Daniel's gonna be there.
Daniel's
Oh.
gonna be there, son. It's over.
It's the bodyguard right there.
Yes, sir. I could wear all my jewelry now. Now that I know Daniel's coming. What up, Billy's Lost? How we feeling, bro? How we feeling? How are ya? How are ya? And Q, what about it? Talk to me, talk to me. Yeah, still in the 1 hour range here. Not doing much. Can we get a last 2 minute push here? Out of this candle. Eric P's gonna be there. Let's go. W.
That's fire.
He said
bro.
Daniel Savage. Daniel the Savage. Not Daniel Savage. Daniel the Savage. Yes, sir. Same here, brother. Same here. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. All right, so we'll see how this candle closes here in 1 minute. Five's kind of rejecting that support there. The 1 hour candle is also about to close here too. So 1 hour candle is going to close. 30 minute candle is going to close. As long as that 30 closes like strong bearish, I think we're pretty good to go here. But if it doesn't, then we may run into an issue, right? But I would expect to go back into some drawdown here with the new 1 hour candle opening, the new 30 minute candle opening up. As long as we respect the highs up here, we should be good. So let's see how this candle is going to close in about 1 minute, and then we'll kind of judge it from there.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, you don't want to really exit this trade just because it hasn't hit your TP yet, because this next 30 may make a top wick and then just begin to melt, right? So, yeah, that's right. We do have a 4-hour closure here too. So, big 4-hour closure coming. Boom, 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 boom. 19 seconds on this.
That's beautiful. Energy. I was so low, I couldn't care less, and I love
Facts. Facts. Isn't it nice? Isn't it a nice feeling being low risk in a trade? Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you win, lose.
It can go anywhere.
Yeah, so nice strong closure here. Good closure on the 30-minute. 15 looks pretty good too. Decent closure on the 15 as well. Did Raja troll him? Probably. Who knows? Let's see here. Gotta respect the schmear on the onion birdie. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, if we push up, I mean, that would be, you know, not really. I mean, I could see the move up on the 4-hour. I could see a little move up on the daily. But, you know, with everything being at resistance, I don't, you know, if that pushed all the way up towards 16 there, that would probably, like, shock me. Let's see if we can make a top wick and then just melt. Let it drive. Yeah, let it drive with that small wick.
Come on, Goldie.
We don't need a wick. Who needs a wick?
Oh. Blah, blah.
What up, Dan? How are you, bro? Good to see you, man. Peace and blessings, brother. Peace and blessings.
Come on, Dan.
How did I start to chat with Raja? Believe it or not, he started to chat with me. Yeah, brother. Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, brother. That's going to be the collab of the century, brother. You and
That's
Raja.
the collab of the century. Hopefully we can get him on the stream like a couple times a week. I mean, a couple times a month. You know what I mean? Like multiple times a month here. Yeah, he told me, he's like, I'll be down to jump on the stream and stuff. All right, gang. That's it. Partial TP for me. Yeah, I'm out right there. I'm going to close partials on my live account here, and that's the game plan. Dunzo. Dunzo.
W's in the chat.
I should close full. Close full on my both accounts. Nice trade. Nice trade.
Beautiful, brother. Great read.
Just like that. So we should continue melting. At least tapping into the support. If we can get down there, that'd be awesome. But, you know, at least coming into this overall range here. But awesome trade. Well anticipated. We seen the move. We wanted to move up. We couldn't get it. But that doesn't mean we can't get the move down, right? So when you're patient and you're disciplined and you wait for the right opportunities to show up, you get rewarded. W. Great trade. Yeah, closing full right there on the live account. Bam. We out. We out. What'd we get? What'd we get? 1,300. All right, yo, every single one of my trades have been 1,300. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Number for the week.
1,300. So look at that rejection right there at partials. Little base hit. What did we get there? I got about 40. I think I closed right around 06.7 there. So about 35, 36 pips. Amazing. Amazing. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 9, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, about 950 on the funded. 950 on funded, 1300 on live. We'll take it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
2 wins today. Congratulations, AJ. W. 1,011 people here on the live stream. If you took some money here today, if you took that trade with us and you don't normally spam a W, spam a W in the chat here for me.
Yes,
We'll get Aaron on the IG story here today. Let's go. W. Clubhouse ready. Yeah, nice trade, guys. Who has questions? Anyone have questions? Look at that look at that base hit, man. I'm telling y'all, them partial TP areas, they don't, I mean, they just, yeah.
Sniper angle.
That's it. That's the game. Nico in the house. What up, Nico? Let's go. Let's take a look. AV Mike. Yep, beautiful, beautiful. Lovely trade. Lovely trade. So what were we here for 3 hours and then 15 minutes and we make a bunch of money, and that's how trading goes. That's how trading goes.
That's the ball game. Jolie, just passed my first elite challenge.
Let's go. W.
Right there.
W. Let's get it, brother. Why am I so awesome? I don't know, man. I'm just thankful that God made me me. That's all. Too easy?
The same thing.
These games. Too easy,
100.
too easy. It's very easy when you're disciplined, you know? Let's
And
see.
stress free, bro.
Yeah, it was so
think about
stress free. Yep. Passed my first account on top one. Congratulations, Charles. Great job, man. Great job. W. Love how you don't stress while in a trade. Yeah, man. And that's the physical form of the probability mindset. So you can't see what the probability mindset looks like, right? But you can see the composure in the traders. So you can see how they handle trades, how they stay composed, how they keep it very nonchalant, right? Just, it is what it is. They know, hey, this trade could either be a winner or it could be a loser, right? And everything is understood. Does that make sense? Everything is understood. So once you understand the game, you remain very composed and very straightforward, understanding that you're just playing the probabilities day in and day out. Respect the schmear and you will be good. Gazi.
Respect is me.
Yeah. Word on the street, yeah. Who's got questions? Anyone got questions on that? Or everyone pretty much understand it for the most part? I mean, it was pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. Okay, reason behind the trade. Let's talk about it. So, reasons behind this trade. All right. So, look. We have a daily time frame that is currently bearish, right? So at the time of the trade, this is where we started to perk our ears up, right? We were just kind of BSing and talking and hanging out. But once the opportunity starts showing up, that's when we start getting serious, right? So we see that this 30-minute candle, we would have liked to be in it on the way up. Unfortunately, we couldn't be, right? It is what it is. So we look and we see, okay, well, the move just happened, right? And we close with no wick at the top. So we know that candles that close with no wick at the top, the next candles are likely to drive in the opposite direction. But then we say where, right? Where did we close with no wick on the top? Oh, let me get the arrow, right? So we closed at resistance, right? Look at all that resistance here, 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 here. That's Aaron. Here, right? All that resistance right there. So we're closing with no top wick and going back to the daily now, right? So to build up this, so pretend that this never happened yet, right? So now we need to build a case here. So we need to build a case. We go, okay, cool. 30-minute close at no top wick. Let's see if we can get a counter trend or rejection kind of trade out of this, right? So we go, okay, well, look, the daily's bearish. We never broke the high on the daily. The previous one is also bearish. Forget about that doji for a minute, right? And we can easily begin to move back down here today. The 4-hour candle, right? The 4-hour is in this, what is this? Get out of here. The 4-hour candle is in this high level of rejection. So every single time the 4-hour candle has come up here for the last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4-hour candles have rejected this overall area right here, right? So what, or 6, and now this one was the 7th, right? So we have a good idea that the 4-hour, even though it looks bullish, it's going to reject that area, right? Then we go down to the 1-hour. 1-hour candle closed bullish, but with it has no bottom wick here, right? So you see how that candle just nipped the bottom wick? There's a reason for that. And I want you to spot another thing, and I didn't talk about this, nor do I talk about this too much, but you know, you see it here, right? You see the lows, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. So we're clearly in a bit of a downtrend there, and now that's our opportunity to make sense of a selling move here, right? So if we can make sense of it now, we go to the 30-minute. 30-minute was still open, right? So we never took the impulse trade here. We waited for, you know, things to go down. We waited for the 15-minute candle to close. And once we got an actual resistance, we look left and we go, okay, what can happen here? Well, what happened here last time? We moved down, right? We moved down, right? And if you look further left, we moved down there. So that gives us the confirmation we need. Then we get this top wick, entry gets set on the break of the lows, and then all our job is to do is to hold that trade right into this support zone, right? Right into here. I know you guys are telling me don't sell. There's FVG buying opportunities, and I've seen it all. I see it all in the chat, right? But I got to stick to my bias here. You know what I mean? I don't know about FVGs or whatever you're talking about. So I got to go based off of what I know here. So I know once that resistance forms with all that other confluence adding up, this is my opportunity during high volume time, second half of the 930 candle, to enter into this trade, right? So we enter in, we go a little bit, we come back, and then the next candle, you know, finishes the job there. So yeah, beautiful trade. You know, would we have liked the trade to melt on this candle? Of course, right? But when that candle closed, the reason why I wasn't scared or fearful or any of that stuff is because look at the way the 30 closed. Strong bearish, right? Strong bearish. Now, we didn't get much of a top wick, but that's fine. We were already in the trade. So, yeah, and now we're melting down. The 4 hours pulling back. 1 hour is getting a low. And everything's playing out exactly how we planned. So that's about it. That's about it. Please, when I'm in sales, don't hit me with the it's a buying power FVG. Just don't. Just don't. All right. Just let me cook, man. Just let me cook. I would look at you the way Connor Price looks right there. FVG, really, really. So just let me cook, man. When I'm in these trades. Oh man, I'm messing with y'all. All right.
Nah, let him cook.
Let him cook, man. I think I know, you know, what we're doing over here. Price action, yeah. But yeah, so that pretty much explains the trade. So any questions after that little breakdown or review there? Do you guys copy trade? We do. Yes, I took this trade on 4 accounts today. 3 were tied up on this copy trader, and then the other one is over here on my other monitor.
Yep. Same, I copy trade too sometimes. I took that on 2 accounts.
Hey, he doubled up.
Yes, sir.
Reason for sizing down is we're just sitting in pre-FOMC, and the 4 hours just in a nasty range there. So this, like, we have major news coming out at 2 p.m., 2:30. So my plan for today was to trade the 4-hour range. You see this 4-hour range wherever I can, and walk away with a W on a very small size today. So my goal has been officially accomplished. Was this a fade? No, it was a 15-minute onion. Yep. Took that on 100. Trend is not followed here. This would be a counter trend trade, right? So we wanted to take the buys moving up, but I'll be honest, there is no trend today, right? There's no trend here. There's nothing. This is all just sideways markets. So like I just mentioned, we were playing the 4-hour range. That's it. Just playing around with this 4-hour range today, seeing if we can buy from the bottom or sell from the top, pretty much. Are we waiting for FOMC? Yeah, yeah. We'll probably shut this stream down, and if you guys are in the clubhouse, I'll send you guys a link. We're gonna stream FOMC today. If you're not in the clubhouse, man, I'm here to sell you on it for real. Like, I'm here to say, I'm trying to bring out my best salesman skills to sell you on getting in the clubhouse so you can absolutely change your entire life. I'm very, very confident if you jump in that clubhouse, show up to the live streams, run through the webinars, take your time with them, go through the course, your life will be better because of it. Not only your trading, but your life. And I can confidently say that. So we'll be in the clubhouse for FOMC today, and then back on YouTube tomorrow. Yeah. No YouTube for the afternoon today. Tomorrow I'm going to wear my suit, and I'm going to come up here like a salesman. Nah, you guys are awesome. Clubhouse is killing it. We have an 88% retention rate in the clubhouse over the last like 7-8 months, which is just mind-blowing. A lot of times in the clubhouse, you have people come in there for 1 month, and then all of a sudden, you know, their next purchase is 3 months or 6 months. So I know I'm doing a good job at doing what I need to do as a leader, and our people are making money, right? And that's the big thing. You want to look at a leader, and if the leader's followers are all broke and broke in, then that leader isn't doing much of a job, is he or she, right? But if that leader's following is growing, overcoming to becoming more profitable, getting richer, making more money, then we're right on target here. And that's exactly what we're seeing in the clubhouse. Praise God. And we're just going to continue banking off that momentum. Yes, sir. Aaron's been in the club. He's been in the club. Where's
day one?
Aaron actually made me hit everybody in the club getting pips.
I saw that, bro. I was cracking up. Hey, but it's true.
It is.
Everybody in the club getting pips. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Join. I'm trying to help you guys. Man. I'm good. I'm trying to help y'all.
Oh man, but whenever you're ready, we'll be in there. You know, we'll be in there winning at the highest level, having highest level conversations, networking, and just moving forward, you know. So we'll either see at the top or from the top, but either way, that's where we're going. Yes, sir. Still making money off the trade? Yeah, we're still melting nicely here, boys. Yeah, so like the 4 hours should probably come back down to like 94 here. So, yeah, I mean, we're just consolidating. But what time is it? 10:18. I think we call it. We come back for the afternoon session.
Yes, sir. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Any more questions, comments, concerns? Anything you guys would like to go over? Talk to me. If not, this was a great session. We talked about a lot of great things. When the opportunity presented itself, we stepped up to the plate. We swung the bat, and we were able to win here today.
Sir, we
Men lie, living lie, numbers don't. That's right. All right, cool. I think we're good. Aaron, appreciate you coming up here, brother.
Always, brother.
I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you in Power Hour. I don't know.
Sir.
It might be a little late over there.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, man. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Got the bag, Louis G? All right, man. Get the bag and go, bro. Time to breathe. How to join the clubhouse? Hit !clubhouse or go to timetrading.com. It should be fun tomorrow at Raja collab. Yeah, Raja should be here tomorrow at some point. I don't know exactly when, but I'll send him the link, and whenever he comes, he comes. Miss me with all that. Miss you, brother. Amazing live. Appreciate that, Shadow. Green, peace out, brother. All right, cool. I think we're good. Yeah, YOLO Trader, appreciate you. Ben Bennett, later. Aaron, all the mods. Can we get a W for the mod squad? Let's get it. Nigel, you making money the last 2 days, brother. Let's get it.
W.
All right, y'all. Hey, blessings to you, your families. I hope you guys have a great day. YouTube, I'll see you guys back tomorrow, a little bit before NY Open. Clubhouse, I'll see you in a couple hours at the Power Hour session. Love y'all. Have a great day. Peace, my G's. Let's go. W's on the way out. Yeah, we back at it. Peace, G's. Later. Hey.
Hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning, then get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight. Gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye.
KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like elliptical, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical. Need no rituals, grace of God is on continual. My boy. A2000 EST OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' ride forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom while you simping, for real. Why you talking? You should listen for real. All this jaywalking got me limping for real. Hey, jaywalking. Hey, Jesus walking. Hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith. Yeah, I need a whole lot of on that way where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and now you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Hey, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus. Hey, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. It's back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. These games. 100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets I make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like king, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, Yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal going up. Me and the capital super compatible, got me like, Let's go. Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream. Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause I know that the word is this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street